What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm having this really weird occurrence happening at the moment where anytime I get a McDonald's, for example, and I order a milkshake to go with it, I get a bunch of random dudes just appearing out the front of my house, and I don't know why, but jokes aside, something to do with a milkshake in a yard. But welcome to the yard. This is a track created by Slacko Taco, and I don't think I've ever played a track by him before. But one thing I've noticed, I'm going to have lost where it was on the track now. This is going to be taken so out of context when I say the words I'm about to say. I see a lot of erect erections recently. And I don't know if it's like a collaborative effort or like a group of players, or if it is just one person and it's just friends showing their respects to that one person. I have no idea. Take that what you will. I mean, the last track that I'd done, which was Autumn Falls by Dr. No Clout, also had some erect erections around there. And I'm also say this is a Honda that I'm on. It's not just a different bike with a model swap. It's a Honda with a model swap. But I am on a Honda 450 with clearly a 250 model swap. But I just really liked the bike and the skin. So the mod, all this will be in the description down below if none of you have seen it, because I don't keep too up to date with model swaps that get released on MXB mods. So I imagine it's probably gone underneath a bunch of your guys' radars as well. So this was a import buy dash pack for free on MXB mods of Jeremy's MX Simulator model, and then the skin has the full, I think it's the 2020 Geico team from Mysterion, and it's got Chase Sexton's bike that I'm on right now. It's then got like Hunter Lawrence's 35 and whatever number Jet was back then as well. So a few numbers to choose from should you wish to do so. But I just thought it looked really, really nice, and I might not be the most popular opinion in the world. I think as far as four strokes go, modern four strokes, probably one of the better looking four strokes I think we've ever had. I mean, I'm open for debate. What's your... Oh, actually, no, just four strokes of all time. What is your favourite shape of four-stroke bike ever? Maybe there's one that you have a bit of nostalgia for. Maybe it's an old bike that you owned, or maybe it's just the one that you think looks the best out of every four-stroke bike that has existed. But it is purely just because of the dual pipes. Let's be honest. Especially when you go and slap dual Yoshis on the back of it as well. It's very, very, very nice looking. Oh my God, Linda, please survive. Now, usually not a big enjoyer of the Honda 450, but I think it's just a skill issue, because Chase went ahead and was dominating on it at Lugo, at the MXGP of Spain in Lugo this year. So it's clearly not absolute garbage, in the same way that he done really, really well on a gas as well at Sweden. So there are definitely other options that are viable for people. I have just gone the wrong way. Okay, no, self, don't do that next time. So let's have a little spin on this track. And I didn't realise until I loaded in how simple of a track map this place is, but I'm a firm believer that if you do simple well, it can be some of the most enjoyable gameplay that you can have. It hasn't always got to be massively over top and complicated. And the reason that I don't mind downloading tracks like this, I'm very... I mean, on my last video on Autumn Falls, I was just asking if people were just review bombing tracks for the sake of it, or if they were genuinely bad. And it seems like the general consensus is just internet gremlins that are bored and have nothing better to do doing it. But I do let those... It's mostly comments, to be fair. Comments and star reviews mostly affect what tracks I even properly look at. And you know, on MXB mods at the far left, where it kind of pops up with what, like, the most recent comment on posts, I just saw people saying like, fire, track's so good, flows really well, blah blah blah. So I was like, yeah, we'll give it a go. We may as well. There's nothing else really catching my eye right now. I did want to do a video on the new 3D scanned Supermoto track on Shop by Mr. Johnny Bang, because that looks really, really good. But I want to sit down and spend a bit more time on it so I can get some slightly better laps. So I went left here last time, which is actually where the start straight goes. So I just need to carry on going straight down here and then send it this way. So some of these jumps seem a little bit underscaled for the 450, but then others seem just about perfect for it. So I need to work out what's what and what jumps I need to soak up and which ones I just need to send. Because in the track description for this, it does say track works best on a 450. So I need to use exactly that. But then jumps like that, I've got to check up for quite a lot. This middle right here seems pretty damn good. Gets the bike hooked in it nice and easily. And then we've got a tabletop here, send that a bit further. There's not too much of a lip on that. Round to the left, and there's one up here, which is the one that I keep casing. I swear there's one coming up in a second. I keep coming short one. I think it's this. No, it's the one after this, I believe. No, it was this one. Okay, so triple there. It looks like a double when you got to it, and then the little triple landing's just hiding out of sight. You just can't quite see it. I don't have any GoPro footage for you, unfortunately. However, I went riding today, well, yesterday, at the time you're seeing this video. So I went riding on Sunday, and did struggle. I think my biggest issue that I was having is from where I injured myself 2 weeks ago, my left thumb is still incredibly painful, and to the point where it's like really weak as well. I've got no grip strength on that left hand still for some reason. I've got no idea what I've done to it. But you know when you just like carry boots and you're pinching the boots as you're carrying them at the top to hold them both in one hand. I can't even carry my boots at the moment with my left hand. It's just too weak. So I did have a couple of times today in some of the choppy parts of the track where that left hand was almost coming off the bars. Like I was really, really struggling. But other than that, didn't feel too terrible. Just a nice day out with all the boys. One of the boys that we play with, which is not too big in the MX bikes community. People probably won't know of him, but he's within our little friend group. He plays on occasion. He went out, he rode for the first time in 12 years, I think it was. He was barking around on the old RM125. So it's nice to see. It's good getting all the lads together and going riding. And I got to... didn't speak to him with the helmets off, just caught him as he was put on the track. Speak to old Tyler J as well. So nice to know that he's faster than me in-game and in real life at the same time. So way to make me feel bad about myself, Tyler. Thank you very much. Whilst I like to treat these videos as a little bit of me just waffling for 10 to 15 minutes at a time, disclaimer, by the way, because I know people are quite opinionated on my opinions as well. And this isn't a complaint, it's more an observation. As someone who doesn't play MXB ranked lobbies very often, on Saturday I hopped in and spun a few laps. Spun a few races. I say a few. I've done like 9 races, I think, in a row. And I've come to 2 conclusions. One of them is I'm actually not that good at this game. I'm just good at racing on aerial tracks when they're released, because I was generally struggling to get some wins in these races. But then I think that kind of ties into the second one, which is people are very passionate about MXB ranked. So the seasons are only a couple of months long at a time, but the winner of last season had over 1,000 races logged, which is like 10 a day, every day, for multiple months, which to me is unreal. Like, that is actually a disgusting amount of gameplay, and you got to respect it. But the issue that I was finding, I know they do a good amount of track rotation, but I think a lot of time it just comes down to whoever's played the tracks the most. I don't think it's the best determining factor of how good someone actually is. And then the other issue that I found, which did trigger me, which is why I stopped on race number 9 and I didn't do a 10th, was there was one track, it was Parker MX, created by Fluke Creations, but it doesn't have anything stopping you from kind of scumbagging. You know, so the person that beat me was, for 90% of the track, he was just off the side of the track on the grass everywhere, just low-lining everything and cutting corners. And I was just like, you know what? No, it's not worth getting too stressed over. So that done it for me today. That kind of spoiled the little sesh I was doing. I was just trying to get used to the KTM a bit more than anything, to be honest. But I noticed, yeah, people are very, very passionate about ranked. And I don't say this to belittle anyone, because people are quite proud of their accomplishments and stuff. But right now, in its current form, I think the only real thing that the ranked stuff is good for is getting servers up on tracks that we don't usually get to play. Because if ranked didn't exist, we'd still all be playing like Farm, Walnut and Forest, for example. But the fact that they do exist now is nice to hop in and play different tracks on servers from time to time. The downside is, false confidence isn't the right word, but the rank doesn't actually mean much. A lot of it comes down to who has just had the chance to play the game the most. I was saying in that ranked Discord yesterday as well, there's a reason that the people that finish at the top of the leaderboards at the end of ranked season aren't also going and winning aerial races as well. So when I see people every now and then, and they might be newer to the game as well, they've got a couple of 100 hours, and they're getting into the MXP ranked side of things for the first time, and I see people saying, "Oh, I just got to gold 1. Is that good?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know if you can say if something is good or not, because it just, like, everybody can get to gold 1 if you just play the game a little bit, you know? You haven't even got to particularly be great. If you play the game enough, you eventually will go up enough points to get to gold 1. So, yeah, I don't know what to make of it too much. I would just advise people not to take it so seriously to the point where we're just blatantly cheating to try and get some MMR in MXP rank, because that's just outrageous from what I witnessed there. I was just like, damn, these are some passionate gamers. But I'm going to try. It's not going to be an everyday thing, but I'm going to try every now and then to dip in there, because what I didn't realise, I done that video months ago where of getting to the top, and it took me like a week of grinding, and that was in season 1, and I didn't touch it since then. So what happened is, in season 2 you get demoted a few ranks, and then in start of season 3, which just started, you get demoted ranks again. So I was looking at leaderboards and I'm like, damn, the season's only just started and people are already up in like the diamond levels with like 3,000 MMR. Why am I all the way down here back at bronze 1 again? What's happened? But it's because I've been demoted over the course of 2 seasons from not playing, so it's a hell of a grind by the looks of it to get back up towards the top with those boys. But I've been thinking it could be a decent idea if I've just got a couple of hours free during the day, if I wake up at a normal time before like, Linda gets home. Say she gets home at 4 PM, for example. If I'm awake at midday my time, there's nothing stopping me for 2, maybe 3 hours of just booting up like a Twitch stream and just playing some ranked stuff and then getting you boys in as well, just to, you know, progress a little bit and then also get something out of it and give you guys some content to watch. The reason I would want to do it on Twitch rather than YouTube is I don't like spamming the YouTube channel with more content than it needs, especially if I have videos that go up 8 AM my time each day. As soon as you then go and stream on that same day, the videos basically stop performing and stop getting views. They don't get pushed anymore. So I don't want to spam and overflow the channel. I still want the channel's content to get seen as much as it can do. So Twitch might be the place to go, and I think it'll be a lot more intimate of a stream for people there, because there'll be a lot less people than we usually get on the YouTube side. So questions and things like that I might usually not get to see because chat's moving too fast. I think I'll have a lot better chance of just talking to people I haven't spoken to before. So watch this space. It's not going to be, definitely not going to be the first half of this week, because I have got family coming to visit me on Tuesday. No, it's not going to be this week at all. Wednesday and Thursday they are coming to visit, sorry, and then of course we've got Ariel on Friday. So maybe the week after this one, have a little look on the old Twitch. And if you don't follow me on Twitch, it's just LinzMX. Don't go on there very often, but it's worth a little follow anyway, and a little turn notifications on just in case. If you're bored during the day, if you're from the EU and you're at work or whatever, want something up during your lunch break, that could be quite fun. And then if you're from the US and you have an atrocious sleeping schedule, you can sit and watch me as well. It'd be very much appreciated. Love all the support you boys have been giving me recently. A little short and sweet video today, nothing real to talk about, just a couple of topics to briefly go over. I have to say I completely agree with the comments that I've seen on mods. This track is very, very fun and very flowy. Just need to learn the layout of it, because whilst it doesn't look difficult, I'm taking off a lot of these jumps and my brain still hasn't worked out what jump I'm on yet, so I'm jumping too far or not going far enough, so just need to ingrain it in my brain probably for another 10 minutes or so. But definitely give it a go. I do think 450 is a good option. If you are a fast 250 rider, you'll find some success on that as well, but I probably wouldn't recommend going as low as a 125. But Mr. Taco, pretty damn good stuff. And to that whole group at the moment that seem to be putting tracks out and working together, I love it. I love just the sense of community amongst track creators, and they're putting out some good quality stuff for us, which I don't think you can knock at all, to be honest. Who doesn't love more content in the game? So thank you very much, gamers. Thank you, Mr. Taco, for creating this track. Thank you all of you for watching. And again, anything that you see in this video, the track, the bike, the graphics on the bike will be down in the description below for you if you want to go and download it. Again, let me know your favourite 4-stroke in the comments. Very interested to see people's opinions on that. And hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.